Hello and welcome back to NSUSpartans.com, fueled by Gatorade. Ross Gordon joined by Terrell Dupree. And in the middle, our Team Spartans post-game player of the game, Deshaun Taylor, as the Spartans come off with a close 63-60 victory here in the Battle of the Bay. Terrell, we look at the game in its whole. The Spartans led by 6 at halftime, ended up winning the game by 3. And defensively down the stretch, the Spartans really stepped up.
It was certainly a tale of two halves, Ross. More importantly, with the defense side of the ball for Norfolk State, they were able to put pressure, obviously, on the perimeter play of Hampton University, but they also had contributions from guys who normally don't come up and step up in the beginning parts of the game. So it was a complete team effort for Norfolk State.
Deshaun Taylor hit a big 3 to get things rolling for the Spartans after they trailed by 7 in the second half. He hit one, then Zanai Robinson came back and hit another big one down the stretch. This is a game where Norfolk State was just 2 of 14 from downtown, shot the ball 42% from the field, but an uncharacteristic shooting night for Norfolk State.
Yeah, it was, but they showed great perseverance by continuing to stay with their shot. The outside shot was going to be there. They had to make people commit. They had to drive into the lane, make some of the bigs for Hampton collapse on the play, and then the outside shot was there, and this guy here certainly took advantage.
Deshaun Taylor started the game off with the best highlight probably of the night with the alley-oop from Rasheed Gaston. You showed your springs on that play. Talk a little bit about that play, because we've been running it here over the last couple of games, and we ran it the first play against Savannah State, got a bucket, and really when we needed a bucket in the first half, you came up with that big play.
But you know, with that play, we've been working on timing in practice. That's a big part of the play. And you know, Trey still came a little early, but the defense was kind of laid back, so I was able to take advantage.
You know, the offensive side of your game came as the game went along, but I saw you active on the defensive side. You were all over the ball. You got the long arms, and I saw you getting into the head of 1 or 2 of the point guards. What are you actually seeing out there?
Well, you know, when I'm out there, I just want to give my team any advantage that they can have. And me as a defensive player, I feel like I can come and bring energy every day. So that's just all I want to do today.
16 points, but more importantly, I think rebounding as a guard is very, very important, especially against a very athletic team like Hampton. You pulled down 8 rebounds. You also had a big block on the break. Talk a little bit about cleaning up on the glass as well, because we got out rebounded 38-34, but a couple of your rebounds were really huge down the stretch.
Well, you know, our bigs do a big job, but just like they box out pretty good. So I just took advantage of that and tried to sneak in and get a few here, a few there. So I really give credit to my teams on that, because they was trying to leak out early, and I just wanted to get in there and get a few.
You've had a couple of double-digit wins as of late. This one here took a little bit more grit. We call these character wins. As you prepare for the MEAC tournament, how important is it to be able to come out and pull out a victory, even though things don't go necessarily as planned?
Well, you're right. It does build character. I think it builds toughness, too. Our team needed a win like this. You know, we've been winning by double digits, so it's nice to see how we respond under pressure.
It's also nice to see Hefeng's son get in and really will y'all in the first half, man.
Exceptional.
Exceptional play. 2 of 2 for the game, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, ended up with 6 points, and he also had a block to save a dunk down the stretch. This is a team that's been getting production from everybody. But what does it do to get a production from a guy who's very quiet? When he practices hard, but when he gets in the game, he always makes plays.
Right. You know, to me, Hef is talented. He doesn't say much, but I think his presence out there kind of talks for his game. So I give credit to Hef for all the hard work he's been putting in practice. You know, he hasn't been getting in the games a lot, but today he was able to show what he could have done.
More importantly tonight for the Spartans, who had struggled holding on to the ball, only 8 turnovers tonight for Norfolk State, and that propels them to a 63-60 victory. Norfolk State off for a week before they welcome in Howard on next Saturday. Game time 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock for the men. Congratulations to Norfolk State now, who improves to 15-9 overall, 8-1 more importantly in conference play. Hampton falls to 8-13 overall, 4-5 in conference play. We'll see you next Saturday as Norfolk State hosts Howard, who's starting to play well, 11-10 in conference overall, and they're now 5-3 in conference play. For Terrell Dupree and Deshaun Taylor, I'm Ross Gordon. Thank you for watching NSUSpartans.com, fueled by Gatorade.